Today, I'm going to show you how I make Freebeat videos. Freebeat. Hey, how's it going everybody? Welcome to Freebeat, where I post new music-related content every single day, so if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Today's patron shoutout goes to Andy Thompson. Thank you so much for the support. Let's get started. So today I decided to film a surprisingly highly requested video, which is how I kind of make my videos. And I decided to make this video now because, well, hopefully in the very near future, this process is going to completely change. Well, somewhat anyway, not completely change, but yeah. So I figured it'd be fun to go over the gear I use, the process that I, go through, and yeah, just kind of maybe answer some behind the scenes questions that any of you may have. So, I've mentioned the construction outside, or the dump trucks going by to the construction site that's nearby the apartment, so I do have to film pretty early every morning. So I start by clearing off this random bunch of cables that I just really don't have anywhere else to put right now. I used to put them right here, but the cat now likes to lay there, so I give her that space, because it's better than her, standing on anything in here or on this desk. So I move all this stuff out of the way. Lady Freebeat's mom got me this alligator. Alligators are my favorite animal, and yeah, this is like one of the worst stuffed animals I've ever had. It's so funny. These things are like, they don't look hard, but they hurt. Like this hurts. So it's a very funny stuffed animal, and I love it. But yeah, so I clear off the filming desk here. I've got two main filming stations, of course. We've got the main desk here for the Dallas stuff, and then if I do need to film at the computer station here, I've got another tripod right here that I can set up. But I don't frequently film over here, maybe once a month or so. But yeah, we got the launch pad, the KeyStep 37, the launch control, and for right now, the MPC is sitting here. So then I go ahead and figure out what I'm going to film for the day. I have a whole list of videos that I plan on making. So I go through and I pick one. I grab the appropriate gear off my gear shelf, and I come and, set everything up here. I've got a couple of these super budget eMart lights, EM-LT-L60, and I just power those on facing away from the camera just enough to get a little bit of light. I know it's not ideal, but I'm no lighting expert, and this is the best solution that I could come up with for the very limited space that I have. I've got this drum stand here fitted with a camera, like tripod arm, that I plug my camera into. I'm gonna go ahead and turn these off for now. And my camera is a Panasonic Lumix DMC G7. It gets the job done, it's all right. And then I actually have a battery that goes to the wall. It's like an adapter thing that slots into the battery slot, so I don't have to worry about recharging the batteries, which is nice. There's no memory card in the camera right now, but I angle this here. Let's say I'm working with the PO24 Office. We'll go ahead and let this camera focus and then zoom in. And of course, with the light, it looks okay. So yeah, that's basically how I record my video footage. Just sit at my old busted drum throne there. And then what I do is record into my mixer, which is also my audio recorder. Now this is the Zoom LiveTrack L12, or L12 LiveTrack. This is a monstrous machine, and this has completely transformed the way the channel works. I got this in May, I think, when I was working out of Oliver's shed, but it's got 12 inputs, 8 mono, and then 2 pairs of stereo ins. It can also take USB audio and work as an audio interface. It's got 5 separate headphone outs, each with their own individual mix, which is just amazing for the live shows and for routing things like into the MPC and stuff like that. And like I said here, with the toggle of the USB button, I can switch between computer audio or just channels 9 and 10. So super versatile piece of gear. And it records everything to an SD card in the back. So yes, this thing is incredible. I'm gonna have a video coming out on this individually later this year as well. So then I figure out what kind of inputs I need. So if I'm recording in mono, then I have this cable right here, which goes to input 2 on my mixer. If I'm recording stereo 1/4 inch, I have this pair right here, which goes to channels 9 and 10. So I just, unhook them from the little stand there, plug them into my gear. And then if I'm recording anything with an 1/8 inch audio out, I have this splitter here off of this cable, and this actually goes to channels 11 and 12 there, so I can get stereo off my 1/8 inch jack as well, if the gear offers it, so like the NTS-1. I run the pocket operators in stereo as well, even though it's just the same signal on both sides, but yeah, it's just easier. So then I go ahead and I grab Lady Freebeat's iPad, which she took to work with her today, so I can't show it. I'll typically type out a few talking points for the video and prop that up right there so I can see it. Kind of use it almost as a teleprompter since I don't have to look at the camera too often. Then I'll move the mic into frame however I want it, kind of like that. Can't see too well on the screen, but yeah, you can almost always see like a microphone leg. I plan to get an arm in the future. My mic, by the way, is an Audio-Technica AT2035, and I quite like it. My headphones here just go into, I use monitor out B, I guess you'd call it. And these are Audio-Technica ATH-M30X model, and they're pretty great. I like them quite a bit. I think good value for the money. But yeah, then my microphone just runs right into channel 8 there. That never changes. XLR in. I've got a couple other inputs in the front there for like my bass guitar, and I like to keep a 1/4 inch open over at that desk as well. And then I do run USB out of the mixer or the recorder all the way to the back of my computer down there. If I want to, use the mixer for USB audio. When I'm working at the computer, I just take my headphones and the cable's long enough that I can just walk over here, which is really cool. But yeah, then I record my audio, of course, separately into the mixer from the video, which records to an SD card in the camera. So video records to an SD card here. Then audio records onto a separate SD card over here. At the beginning of all my videos, I clap, so I can see that waveform, that spike in my camera audio and in the audio here, and then I can sync them up, delete the camera audio, and we're good to go. So after I'm done recording, I actually keep the camera rolling, and then I'll position the gear for my thumbnail. So usually, move the mic out of the way, looks a little something like that, because my thumbnails are just screen grabs from Premiere, because that works the easiest for me. So that's a bad example, but I'll spend some time getting that right. Then when I'm done with that, I will stop recording. I'll grab the SD card from here. I'll grab the SD card with the audio from here, and I'll grab my headphones because I only have one pair. Now, I don't actually edit videos on this computer setup. I only have a GTX 650 GPU in this computer, which is over 10 years old. This computer is basically strictly for Ableton and messing around with, DAWs and that kind of stuff. So then I take my headphones and my SD cards and whatnot, and we come out here to the bar. So at the bar computer, I've got this SD card reader. I plug everything into it. I take all the footage, put it into Premiere. That's where I sync everything up. And then, edit the video, export it, upload it to YouTube. As the video is uploading, I'll go back into Premiere and find a screen grab for my thumbnail, pull that up in Photoshop, make that, and upload it. Yeah, that's basically it. That's the process of how a Freebeat video is made. Now, like I've said a couple times, that process lately has been taking anywhere from 5 to 6 hours due to the construction outside, due to filming issues with the bunny rabbit, and the cat interrupts stuff all the time. It's quite a tedious process just to crank out a basic Freebeat video right now. Hopefully that is going to change in the very near future. But right now it works for me, and I'm quite happy with the process, honestly. There's nothing really special about it or anything like that. Of course, my thumbnails aren't that great, my video editing isn't that great, but I try to keep things really simple with just basic edits, just cutting out when I stutter too much, or if I misspeak, or if there's a lot of awkward silence, while I try to figure out what I'm going to say next or how I'm going to say it. But aside from that, yeah, I keep things pretty simple. Just use some pretty basic gear. And like I said, the real game changer for the channel was earlier this year when I was able to pick up the LiveTrack L12. This just kind of enhanced everything audio-wise about the channel and was able to really speed up my workflow. If things do change in the near future, this is going to become even more powerful of a device for me. I'm really excited for that. But that's basically it. Record video here, record audio here, sync them up in post at the computer, upload, take a thumbnail from a screen grab on the video, and yeah, DAW-less stuff. Most hardware videos are filmed here. DAW stuff, PC, computer stuff, filmed over here. Live shows filmed in Oliver's garage, or sometimes at the bar. So I do hope you found this video informative, or at least maybe found it entertaining, I don't know. If so, be sure to leave a like on it. If not, you can always leave a dislike, that's okay too. Doesn't hurt my feelings, just makes me try that much harder next time. Either way, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Thank you so very much for being here. I really appreciate it, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.